Tommy Boyds. Morning. It was a lovely sunny weekend in most places, and whether it was or it wasn't, you will have started to think about your sunshine regime. Have you got a nice pair of sunglasses? Have you? Have you? Did you keep them over from the end of last summer? Or maybe you kept refreshing them by occasionally wearing them through the winter. What's your pair like? Do they make you look good? I expect they do. Most people slip on their sunglasses and can't resist a quick glance at themselves in one of the mirrors in the house, or maybe in the darkened window as they step down the front path towards the car, because they think their sunglasses do actually not only serve an important medical purpose and make the streets and the roads safer places, but they make them look quite good as well. Have you? Have you got a pair of sunglasses? Are you thinking of buying an even more expensive pair of sunglasses for this summer? Plonker. Oh, you plonker. Oh, come on. Free call 0500 10 53 89. Was ever there a bigger con pulled on the men, women and children of Great Britain and Ireland and, well, actually the whole of the Western world, than sunglasses? Free call 0500 10 53 89. If you can think of one argument in favour of your pair of sunglasses that amounts to a fingernail on the anatomy of common sense, I challenge you, I dare you, come at me now with all you've got. You can't, you won't be able to, they don't exist, it doesn't exist, it's not out there. It's probably the daftest thing you do. And I'm that bloke in the pub who did mention this to you once, and didn't you go back and sit down with your beer pronto, because you know it's true. Did you know that the average person buys a total of 17 pairs of sunglasses in the course of their lives? You do. You're on your 12th, aren't you? Sucker! Come on! Fight back! You do not need them. You do not get a headache in the sun. They do not cut down on reflection and refraction, therefore making you a better driver. You know they don't. They don't do anything except set you back between 35, 50, 75. I've seen some in a shop not far from here on sale for £175. So they'll take your hard-earned dough off you, and this is the point, they won't make you look good. They don't make you look good. I have never, in all my born days, ever seen a man or a woman or a child or anything or anybody look anything other than dippy. Dippy. D-I-P-P-Y. Look it up. In their sunglasses. So come on. Wise up. How can you know humanity if you do not know thyself? Chuck your sunglasses in the bin. Do it now. Get up. I've never owned a pair. Never owned a pair. Never will own a pair, apart from the mirror sunglasses that I took on holiday with me once to Portugal, which were quite handy because my then girlfriend, now wife, didn't know where I was looking at when I was round the pool. But as you can see, I'd thought it through, so there's no chink in my armour there. Our telephone number again is free call 0500 10 53 89. I'm Tommy Boyd. This is Talk Radio. There's a good argument for listening. Maybe you've got your shades on now as you drive along or bump around the house. What do you look like? What do you look like? Stephen calls from Chesterfield. You're on Talk Radio. Stephen.
Hi, Tommy.
Stephen.
Basically, I wear sunglasses when I'm playing tennis. I have to wear glasses anyway, prescription glasses. And if I don't wear sunglasses when it's sort of really shady like this, when it's really sunny like this, I find it really, sort of really irritating.
Rubbish.
Pardon?
Rubbish.
No.
No.
And also when I'm driving as well.
No, you wear sunglasses when you play tennis as an excuse.
No, I don't, because they don't particularly look good. They look a bit nerdish, but they do serve a purpose.
They don't serve a purpose. I'm the only person I know who is required by law to wear sunglasses, and I don't. I defy the law in that, and so can you. You can defy your doctor, you can defy the law, you can defy your tennis coach. You don't need sunglasses when you're playing tennis, Stephen. You think it makes you look good.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't. It actually helps. You say, you get people wearing a cap. Well, for me, I mean, I've got a bit of a problem with that, because I'm not big-headed, but I've got a big head. So it's difficult for me to get a cap to wear, but if I wear sunglasses...
Describe your sunglasses.
Pardon?
Describe your sunglasses.
They're the you know, the sort of the black sort of 50s type ones. Those sort of ones. I actually had them converted from a normal pair of glasses to sunglasses.
How long did it take you to choose?
A few seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just they're cheap, they're practical, they don't break very easily, which is good if you're playing sports, you know.
Very sensible, very wise.
Yeah. And also, when you're driving, you know, it does sort of help.
No, it doesn't.
Well, I find it annoying to keep putting the sunshade down when you're driving. I find it a lot better to actually use the sunglasses.
It doesn't make any difference whatsoever. Listen, man.
Yep.
Animals have survived. Animals have been successful on this planet for millions of years. Okay?
Yeah.
And it has been sunny.
Right.
All right?
Yeah.
These are creatures who need their eyesight in order to survive.
Yeah.
Fight, flight. Agreed?
Right, yeah.
Okay, so why suddenly do you need your sunglasses to get from Chesterfield to Manchester?
I just find it useful. You know, I just find it, especially with having to wear glasses anyway. You know, it's sort of my eyes tend to. You know, I have had an operation on my eyes as well to actually improve my eyesight, and I do. I know it's not medically. You know, I've never been told by a doctor I have to wear them.
No, I'll bet you haven't.
No, well, that's it. You know, I'm not arguing.
All right, well, be honest with me. Put your hand on your heart and be honest with me.
Yeah.
All right. When was the last time you didn't just catch yourself checking yourself in the mirror with your sunglasses on and thinking to yourself, cool. Go on, be honest.
Well, yeah. I'll have to admit, I must admit that they do look a bit better than some of the glasses, you know, that you can, you know, you wear sort of normal glasses. They do look a little bit better. When you've had to wear glasses all your life, sometimes you get a bit self-conscious anyway. But.
Stephen in Chesterfield, thank you for your call. And whilst we're talking about the ways in which industry suckers us whenever the sun comes out, have you already stocked up on suntan lotion? Of course you have. Because nowadays it doesn't just give you a nice tan, it actually saves you from a fate worse than death, which is a lingering death. Which simply isn't true, is it? If you want to be sensible with the sun, stay out of the sun. Venture into the sun with a little bit of suntan cream, fine. But this summer, tot it up. Come September, you will have spent a king's ransom on the stuff. Free call 0500 10 53 89. Terry calls from London. You're on Talk Radio. Terry, good afternoon.
Hello, Tom.
Terry.
Yeah, I think you're just jealous, mate.
Why?
Because I think you can't afford Ray-Bans.
Terry, I've never owned a pair of sunglasses. Never will. I've never put on sun cream. I never will.
Yeah, but I look really cool in Ray-Bans. I mean, it really look good.
You do both, don't you?
Yeah,
Sucker.
yeah. I look in the mirror.
Sucker.
Yeah, of course.
Terry, describe your sunglasses.
Pilot sunglasses.
Oh, pilot sunglasses.
Really dark.
Where are we flying tonight, Terry?
Oh.
Exactly.
Where the local pub is and all the chicks hanging out.
Chicks. I think that's a bit of a giveaway, don't you?
I think so, all Tommy, yeah.
Slip those shades on and it's chicks, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, in your dreams, Terry.
When I was 18 again.
How much did you spend on them?
£90.
90 quid. Do I hear any advance on £90? Free call 0500 10 53 89. John calls from Tyne and Wear. You're on Talk Radio. John, good afternoon.
Hello, Tom.
John.
Yeah, I've just phoned up to actually agree with you.
Yeah.
Well, because I'll tell you why. A few years ago, I was speaking to an ophthalmic surgeon who was treating my mother at the time, and I asked him his advice on what sunglasses to buy. And he said none.
None?
None. Do not buy them. They make your iris lazy.
I rest my case.
Exactly. They make it, and especially at the time, it was these ones who they go darker as the sun gets brighter.
Lethal.
Exactly. You said they make your iris lazy. They are no good. And they are actually bad for your eyes. Now, I took that advice and I've never had a pair since. I've never bothered with it.
If a child has a weak eye, they cover the strong one, don't they? Because it weakens it.
It's just stupid. And I've never seen anybody looking cool in a pair of sunglasses.
No, man. Any race, colour or creed looks better in sunglasses.
Yeah, there's no one. I mean, and they can't get excuses the sun is so strong. You ever seen an Aborigine in a pair of sunglasses?
Precisely!
Exactly.
Precisely.
No.
Precisely. And these are people who had to spot a kangaroo at 500 paces.
And chase it, kill it, and eat it. And
No, knock it out with a boomerang, man.
They're just posers.
Aren't they?
And they just look...
Suckers, posers, plonkers.
Okay then, Tommy, thank you.
Fantastic. Free call 0500 10 53 89. Come on, climb aboard the good ship Liberation and bin them shades. And bin that dusty thinking. Sheila calls from London. You're on Talk Radio. Sheila, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tommy. I don't know where to start. First of all, I disagree with you entirely. You need to wear sunglasses.
Good place.
You do, because there is more protection. If you're going to sit under a glaring sun, like I do, right, you're going to get more protection than not wearing anything at all.
Have you tried not looking at it?
Well, I want to look at it.
What, the sun?
Yeah, because I want to get lovely and brown.
Don't they tell children, even on Blue Peter, not to look into the sun?
Well, I do, and even if you're in...
What are you looking for up there? There's nothing to see up there.
No, but if you're walking along the road, right, the sun is in your eyes as well.
No, it isn't.
I'll tell you something. Yesterday I was sunbathing, and I couldn't be bothered to go and get my sunglasses, and I felt so uncomfortable.
Why were you sunbathing?
I want to look interesting.
Be interesting, then.
But I want to tell you something, Tommy. One thing I will agree with you. I fancied a new pair of sunglasses for the summer, right?
Yes.
So as a test, actually it was this morning, as a test, I tried on a very expensive pair, right, as compared with the cheap ones I've got, and there I will give you, there was no difference. I went out into the sunshine, there was no difference between the lenses of the expensive pair and the lenses of my cheap pair.
A penny dropped.
And also, you've got to wear suntan lotion when you're sitting in the sun.
No.
Oh, yes, you...
yes, you have.
What, do you like blisters?
You don't get blisters.
Yes, you do.
If you're out in the sun, if you're sensible, you don't get blisters.
No, if you go out in the sunshine, and for more than about a half an hour, your skin starts burning. And with a little bit of protection from a suntan cream or oil, you're going to feel more comfortable.
No.
I'm sure you're leading us up the garden path.
How does it work? How does suntan oil work?
Well, I think it just gives the protection from the sun rays.
Yes,
right.
I think that is the deal, but how does it work? I mean, you're not even sure what it does, never mind about how it's supposed to do it.
Yeah, it's giving you protection from the dangerous rays.
Which ones are the dangerous ones?
UH something, is it?
Yeah, UHF. Yeah.
See, I nearly got it right.
No, that's a radio frequency. What do you know?
Look, I like to get a tan, and the glasses, I will give you credit there. I mean, there is no difference.
Right.
There is no difference between it. It's just
if you want a healthy tan, what you do is you go outside for 20 minutes the first time on your front and on your back. And mind you, I have to say, Sheila, if you haven't got something better to do than lie there and change the colour of your skin.
I look forward to the summer when I've got a reason to relax. I can actually go out, leave the kitchen, close the door, and sit out in the garden and listen to you. What could be better?
Free call 0500 1053 89. I'm Tommy Boyd. We're discussing the sun and how we are fleeced annually, all of us, year on year. Sunglasses, suntan lotion. I mean, the list is endless, but that'll be doing us until 4 o'clock, he said, because he couldn't think of anything else. This is Talk Radio. There's a good argument for listening.
Hello.
Talk to Tommy Boyd. Free call 0500 1053 89. 0500 1053 89.
Have you ever thought what a scam sunglasses are, and all that suntan lotion as well? I mean, if the sun is bright, don't look at it. And if the sun is hot, don't spend too much time in it. That's how to stay safe and happy and sensible and in touch with yourself. The problem is people think they look good in sunglasses. Maxine calls from West Yorkshire. You're on Talk Radio. Maxine.
Hi. Well, you're talking a load of rubbish, Tommy. Are you saying that if you go on holiday, you shouldn't wear cream?
No.
What, you're not saying that?
Yeah. I am saying that, yeah.
You are saying that?
I'm saying that, yeah.
Well, it's rubbish. We went to Africa last year, and it was 130 degrees in the afternoon there.
Yeah.
And we burnt.
Well, what's the worry there?
And we still burn, even with the cream on. So what would we have done if we hadn't have worn it?
Oh, so you wore the cream and got burned?
No,
yes.
That's because we stayed out too long. No, if we hadn't have wore the cream, right, we'd have probably been laid up in bed for the rest of the holiday.
Probably, but probably not. Maybe not.
So what about your kids then? Don't you put them cream on?
No, back up a second. Let's get this absolutely right. You went on holiday to Africa.
Yes.
You covered yourself in suntan lotion.
Yes.
And you got burned.
What those?
But no, I wore a low factor because I wanted to catch the sun. It was my daughter that caught it, that got burnt more than me. In fact, I've got the lotions in front of me now.
Look, if you go to Africa, you're going to get hot.
Of course, that's what we went for. But I've got the lotions in front of me now. I must have used the 40 factor that I got.
How much was that for a bottle?
I think I spent about £40 altogether.
And how much did you get of it? About a gin and tonic's worth, yes?
No, we've got loads.
How much?
We've got a 400 millilitre, two 400 millilitre bottles,
right,
and a 200 millilitre bottle.
That's about a gin and tonic.
And two After Sun. 2 big bottles of After Sun. No, I've no After Sun left, but I've still got some left here.
That's about 80 times as expensive as the best champagne, this stuff.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, well, I don't like champagne, so listen, getting back to it.
No, getting back to it.
Do you put cream on your kids?
No.
No?
No.
Well, you're bonkers then.
Not bonkers at all, just sensible. Sensible. We let them gradually get used to the sun over a period of time. We keep them in the shade until they begin to develop some of the body's most effective
So if you're gardening,
protection against the sun,
if you're out gardening, you've got your kids in the back garden with you, you can keep your eye on them all the time in the back garden to make sure they're in the shade.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
What do you mean you don't believe me?
Well, yes, again, you're talking a load of rubbish.
See, your argument falls down, Maxine.
And we're going back to Africa this year, and I'll be taking my lotions with me.
Your argument falls down, Maxine, because of one key factor.
What's that?
You haven't got one.
You
haven't got an argument. Look, suntan lotion. How does it work?
Well, I think it's something to do with the...
You don't know, do you?
Yes, the UVA... Oh, do you want me to read it to you?
No, I want you to tell me in your own words how this stuff that you think is going to save the lives of countless millions of children works.
Well, because different factors gives you different types of protection.
Ooh, right.
Right, against sunburn.
So if it says on the
UVA rays, right?
No, please.
That is what is responsible.
No, please
for
don't.
aging
Please do not
damage.
read the label from the bottle on this show.
That's why I've got them out specially for you.
Please neither do poetry, quote from the dictionary, nor read from the label on this show. If you don't know how it works, what are you spending 40 quid a bottle on it for?
Well, I do because I've read the back, haven't I?
Faith.
Sorry?
Faith.
What are you talking about?
You have faith in it.
Oh, yeah, I do.
That's all.
But let me tell you this, though. I'm taking a bit of your time up here, but when we got to Africa, we ended up buying something else instead because you didn't burn at all with that. Can you remember what it was, Roxanne? Bamboo oil. Oh, yeah. Bamboo oil, it's called.
How much was that?
And that was really cheap. We went into the local village and bought some, and it was probably about £2. Yeah. But that worked absolutely. It was a bit greasy.
Was it?
A bit like putting lard on yourself. But
really?
Once it soaked in, it was all right. And you didn't burn at all. And you got a brilliant tan with it as well.
And you're off back to Africa again?
Yeah, we are.
Why?
Because we love it.
What do you love about it?
The people, the culture, the place, the sun.
Yeah, the place and the sun.
Everything. Yeah.
Thank you for your call, Maxim. Free call 0500 10 53 89. That's my kind of call, actually. When you've laid out your stall clearly, precisely, everything labelled and priced, and someone comes up and says, no, thank you, it's all rubbish. Why? Because it is. Free call 0500 10 53 89. You don't need sunglasses. And when it comes to suntan lotion, and this is what I'm saying, and I'm only saying this, if you don't want to get burned, stay out of the sun. The last lady who called, although she didn't spot it, was there to illustrate precisely how ineffective suntan lotion can be against strong sunlight. However, her argument seemed to be that she might have had 1 or 2 more blisters if she hadn't worn the suntan lotion that didn't do its job, apparently. Free call 0500 10 53 89. See, bottom line, because the reason I can't lose, bottom line, is what I'm saying is just be sensible in the sun. Be sensible in the sun. Don't wear sunglasses. And if you really think you might get burned, get used to the sun gradually. But don't find yourself 500 quid out of pocket come November. because you believed absolutely everything that you read in the magazines about sunshine. This is the 2 to 4 show, Talk Radio. But we're cleverer than that. We're ahead of the game. It's 3-0 at half-time to us. Donald calls from Plymouth. You're on Talk Radio. Donald, good afternoon.
Oh, right, you're talking a lot of rubbish. There is certain folk need sunglasses, and everybody needs suntan lotion, right? The certain folk that need sunglasses are those with eyes like Clarence the Lion, because you don't want to look at ugly people. See people with Clarence the Lion eyes? They need to wear sunglasses so they can get women, and vice versa. The women can get guys, right? They need the very dark ones. Do you agree on that or not?
Just get on with it.
Right? And your suntan lotion, you need that to protect you from the UVA and the UVB thingies, for rays from the sun.
The thingies.
Aye, the rays. Sun rays. So you don't get burnt. There's nobody who's wanting to walk about being as red as a beetroot. Right? Although everybody would be walking about red with the sun.
I was walking along the towpath many years ago, aged 14, and there was an angler angling. And there was a perfect-looking fish just up against the water's edge that was on its side at the surface, and it was dead. And I asked him why he didn't put that fish in his net. And he said, because if it's already dead, it's just no fun. Donald. Steve calls from Stevenage. You're on Talk Radio. Steve, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tommy.
Steve.
Yeah, I did a PhD on skin creams and lotions and such like, because I was concerned that the increase in skin cancers and incidences like that had nothing whatsoever to do with the breakdown in the ozone layer and all this, that and the other, the strength of the sun and all that. I thought there's too much of a coincidence here. People are using too much of this crap. And I really think that's what it is. So I carried out various tests on various products, on all types of skin, on all people of all ages, and I found that there was an increase in the change of the skin, which might have led to skin in the good old days. Not all technology, not all advances are good. This stuff is bad. Stay away. Yeah. Be sensible. Cover up your arms. Yeah. Cover up your face. There are ways of doing it.
Now, people are listening, Steve, and they will find it difficult to believe that you are speaking from a position of expertise on this one. Just remind us, you have a PhD in suntan cream.
I do, from Bristol University.
Okay.
And I've approached the manufacturers, and of course I've been trying to get this work published.
Fantastic.
But no one's interested, because it would cost millions and millions of pounds. It would be to the detriment of millions of pounds to all these manufacturers. And it's very difficult to get my point across, so I thought I'll do it first on your radio and go from there.
I'm immensely grateful. You make life for me worthwhile.
I'm pleased to hear it.
You know, people think that this is an ice-breaking show, but we're not actually that far from civilization. All we're doing is just testing the water out there, and yet here you are, you come along, you tell me that the temperature is exactly what we think it is. You've measured it. Goodbye.
Yeah, absolutely.
Goodbye, good luck.
Yeah, thanks very much.
See you in the future.
Yeah. Oh, before you go, Tommy, actually.
Stephen.
On the subject of sunglasses, okay, I've got a pair of sunglasses. They cost $2.99 many years ago, along with some tokens from a certain cereal manufacturer.
Fair dues.
And they're great. And I agree with you that sunglasses are bad because they do weaken the eyes, but these are great because they've got little mirrors on the side, so you can see, what's going on behind.
Yeah.
And they are fantastic. So on a lighter note, I'll leave you with that. I can look at whatever's going on behind me, and bloody hell, some of the views are great.
Steve in Stevenage, what a guy. Free call 0500 10 53 89. And now there are 2, and soon there will be 4. And then there will be 1,000 of us. And then they will not be able to ignore our mighty voice. You can't fool us. Free call 0500 10 53 89. Sunglasses. Keith calls from Newquay. You're on Talk Radio, Keith. Good afternoon.
Hello. I use my sunglasses to help me because I had snow blindness. I wear them and I look like E.T.'s younger brother.
Yeah.
And they cost me the grand total of £2.99.
Snow blindness, Keith?
Yes.
Snow blindness?
Yes. Actually took my glasses off when I was climbing.
Yes. Where was this?
I was actually up in Scotland. It wasn't anywhere exotic.
I'm sorry. I'm sure it was very painful. I'm sure it was very debilitating. Whereabouts in Scotland did you contract snow blindness?
Well, you don't contract it. It's not like an infection.
Well, all right. Well, whatever the word is then, inherit it. I don't know. Whereabouts in Scotland?
Just outside Aviemore.
Right, whereabouts? I want a place I can get my hands on. I want to feel this one. This is cracking stuff. You came down with snow blindness.
Well, I went up, nice sunny day.
Yeah, yeah.
Snow around me, and started climbing. Took my glasses off. Thought, this is no problem.
Yeah.
Carried on climbing, no problems. Got home, rested, and then you got it.
And what does it feel like, snow blindness?
It's like having hot sand poured in your eyes.
Oh, right.
You constantly, eyes are streaming. The pain is really very, very uncomfortable.
And does it affect your mood or your emotions? Is your intellectual activity impaired?
None of those are affected by it, but the ability to see where I'm going is.
Yes. And so a pair of sunglasses saved your life?
A pair of sunglasses help when the UVs are strong, yes.
Yes.
No, they're not all the time.
No.
As I said, I look like E.T.'s younger brother.
Yes. But they saved your life in Aviemore when you came down with snow blindness.
No, the effect of the snow blindness hits you after.
Yeah.
It's not as if it's, you're walking down the street and bang, you got snow blindness, that's it. It creeps up on you, and then when you're resting and you're out of the light, then you get hit by it.
Yes. Remind me, Keith, to send you a pamphlet on my do-it-yourself course in how to make something that was very interesting. Only, frankly, if I'd gone down with snow blindness, there'd have been a thing there to it. It would have involved me waking up on the edge of a precipice or a Yeti or something. You've had snow blindness, Keith.
Yes.
Fantastic. Now work from there, okay? Work from there. And whenever you're down the pub and there are strangers present, somehow bring the conversation round to snow, eyesight, what you can get for $2.99, anything you like. And then, boom, mate, you're into your snow blindness story.
No.
And the barman will roll his eyes and drift away with his dishcloth.
Well, yeah.
Okay?
Excellent. I shall go and bore everybody with it for you.
I'm sure you won't. Free call 0500 10 53 89. Jason calls from Hull. You're on Talk Radio. Jason.
Good morning, Tommy.
Good morning, Jason.
Yeah, well, what's your beef with people who wear sunglasses, pal?
Plonkers.
What do you mean by plonkers? Firstly, if you wear sunglasses, women can't see your eyes, and that's a good point because my eyes are quite ugly.
Yes.
So that means that I have got pulling power, Tommy, which in the 90s is the credential to have.
No, it isn't.
Oh, yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
What's more important than pulling women when you're 20 years old, Tom?
Okay, that's a fair point, actually. But what makes you think it's confined to the age of 20?
Well, because that's the age where you need to do it. It's pulling.
What makes you think that 20 is the age at which you need to do it?
Because you're getting your experiences. Granted, by the time you're 30, you're going to want to be settling down, getting married. But
so you're going to hang up your sunglasses and let the world see how ugly you are at the age of 30.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, what about this for a good argument then? On the Wide Awake Club, when you were doing your external shots in the summer, what were you wearing?
Clothes, but no sunglasses.
You were wearing sunglasses.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yes, you were.
Never worn a pair of sunglasses in my life.
Why not? What's your argument? What's wrong with them?
I've been through it, and I'm not going through it again.
Well, I've only just tuned in. What is it?
They are unnecessary. They do not make you look cool. If the sun is bright, do not look at it. They weaken your eyes. They don't make driving any safer.
Yes,
and they are damn expensive.
For driving, they do make it safer. You at this point, then, headlights, they blind you. If you're wearing...
Oh, right, so you wear sunglasses at night when you're driving?
No.
Well, then what have people got their headlights on for, then?
Well, obviously, if it's foggy conditions, they're going to have them on, aren't they?
So you wear your sunglasses when it's foggy?
Yeah, well, I told you, because I've got ugly eyes, I want to pull women.
I see. So when it's foggy, you wear sunglasses because they make you look cool?
Yeah.
Jason, one rests one's case. It's 20 to 4. I've got a good mind to go home. It's been that easy. Fish in a barrel. John calls now from Welling. You're on Talk Radio, John.
Hello there, Tommy.
Hello, John.
Just like to make a point. I've been out in the sun this morning, lovely weather, and I like to read, relax in the sun, and reading when you're looking at something like white paper. Sun reflects straight into your eyes. It makes life incredibly uncomfortable. It's one argument for wearing sunglasses. Granted, I agree with you, I wouldn't wear them all the time.
No. What were you reading?
I was reading a newspaper, The Guardian, this morning.
Well, there's not a lot of white paper in a Guardian.
There's a fair bit. It's enough to make it uncomfortable for you.
There's no white paper in the Guardian.
Well, I would argue that. I'm sitting here looking at it right now. Well, okay, it's off-white, it's sort of creamy colour, but...
There's no white paper in the Guardian. None at all. You made that up.
None at all?
No,
there's enough reflective surfaces in the Guardian to
No, there isn't. Only if you were reading the back page and that's an advert. I'm going through it. Nobody reads the Media Guardian unless they're in the media, and you're not.
I am.
No, you're not. What do you do then?
I work for a television company.
Which one?
Which one? That would be saying, wouldn't it? But
Say so then.
Cable television company.
Crooks.
Pardon?
Crooks.
Charlatans.
Crooks.
May well be.
Absolute crooks.
Absolutely.
You thieve proper television programmes and put them out 10 years later, and you don't pay the people who made them.
Oh, no, we're an original television company. We're a commercial one.
So what were you looking for in the Guardian media section? A job, no doubt.
Absolutely not. No, I'm comfortable in the job I've got. I just tend to read it to make sure I haven't missed any better ones.
Yes. That's what everybody here says.
Absolutely. I bet you read it of a morning. Obviously, you've got it in front of you now.
Well, I've got it in front of me now, but I haven't read it yet. I find the Guardian is increasingly something that you don't actually read anymore. I don't know why, but that's another hour, isn't it?
I tend to agree. It's slipping slightly. But on the other point, it makes life more comfortable to read with glasses on.
John in Welling, thank you for your call. Free call 0500 1053 89. I'm Tommy Boyd. This is Talk Radio. There is a good argument for listening.
1053 89. Free call 0500 1053 89 now.
Jackie's called the programme from Accrington. You are on Talk Radio. Jackie, sunglasses.
Hiya.
What a con.
No, not really. If there's such a con, how come the opticians are prescribing sunglasses? You get a free pair with your ordinary glasses.
Mm-hmm. Well, because people have been persuaded that that's what they should have.
No, well, it's an optician that's telling you to do this.
Well, they're in business like everybody else. Greengrocers will sell you more oranges than you want.
No, I disagree. I still
That's why you get 5 for £1.
I still disagree with you.
Well, you would do, wouldn't you? But you've just had it there, fair and square, on your doorstep. Opticians are in business. They're there to sell us glasses, sunglasses, anything they can sell us.
No,
bits of chamois.
They're there to sell us glasses.
Yes. That's
Not
right.
Sunglasses.
Well, but if they can, they will.
They're prescribing sunglasses. They're doing a prescription on sunglasses for your normal glasses.
If they could sell us prescription hats, they would.
Well, how about people that have tinted glasses?
They spend a lot of money on them.
Well, I actually myself in the past have worn tinted glasses.
Have you?
Because I was colourblind.
Oh, Jackie, please, don't. This has all been too easy, and now you come along, a wounded GNU. A wounded GNU. Jackie, why did you wear tinted glasses if you are colourblind?
Because of colours.
Yes? Yes?
I haven't got any more answers for you.
You haven't, have you? I'm really interested in this argument, though. Can you explain why tinted glasses help with your colourblindness?
I don't know.
No.
I'm stuck.
Yes, you are. You are, aren't you?
Yes, very much so.
I want you to say after me, I'm Jackie.
Yeah?
And I'm a plonker.
No, I won't.
Why not? You are. We all know you are. You just painted yourself into a corner.
I painted myself into a corner.
Yes.
But I still don't agree with what you're saying about sunglasses.
No.
I can't walk out in the street now, in the weather that it is, without wearing my sunglasses.
No.
Because my eyes won't allow me to.
No, they won't. No, we'll carry on then, Jackie. Sensible you. Good old sensible you, Jackie. A wounded GNU, no less stubborn for that. Keith calls now from Liverpool. You're on Talk Radio. Keith,
Hello,
good afternoon, Keith.
I agree with you on this one.
There.
I mean, I wear glasses because I need to, and I got a pair of so-called prescription sunglasses. They're awful. Cheap metal. If I go out in them and wear them, well, I don't wear them now, they're just stuck in the case. I'm squinting to see things. So I'm straining my eyes trying to see them. I think the world looks far better without them. You know, just looking at the world as it is, it's much more beautiful. And as for going out in the sun and suntan lotion, I can't see that this is doing us any good, slapping loads of cream on ourselves. I mean, I love going out in the sun.
Yeah.
I was in Cyprus a couple of years ago in August, and it was really hot.
Cyprus.
I hardly wore... Well, I mean, what I would do is... I mean, you wear a hat, as I'm bald, and if it got too hot, I'd make sure I had something long sleeve and put it on, get in the shade. You know, you see people in hot countries, they don't have suntan lotion, they don't have sunglasses.
No.
They get by perfectly okay.
A bald, long-sleeved, myopic man from Liverpool. How did you get on in Cyprus?
I loved it.
Keith, thank you for your call. Free call. Just before you go...
Yeah?
You know, you said you have to wear glasses.
Well, I mean, I don't have to. I could choose not to.
You could choose not to, couldn't you?
I choose to.
Yeah. Because, I mean, really, in many ways, people who wear spectacles are cheating, aren't they?
Well, I mean...
Because people like me, I looked after my eyes.
There are plenty of creatures that see the world in a blurry way, and it's just enough for them to survive, and we could survive without them, I suppose. I don't know, I just like to wear glasses or contact lenses to see the world a little bit clearer.
Jeff calls now from West Yorkshire. You're on Talk Radio. Jeff?
Good day, Tommy.
Sunglasses, what a con.
Yes, what a con. I wouldn't be without them. Trout fishing, fly fishing.
Yeah.
I see more accidents with people losing their eyes and flies stuck in their cheek without wearing glasses, which is a must. And any fly fisherman will tell you the same, that they are a must when you're fishing with a fly.
Who wears the sunglasses, the spectators or the
actual fisherman?
The fisherman.
Yes.
Otherwise he gets his hooks caught in people's eyes.
That's correct, or his own.
Or his own?
Yes.
Ooh, we can't have that.
You make a miscast and you get the fly either in your face or in your ear or at the back of the head.
This is going to sound like a tongue-in-cheek question, Jeff, but I promise you it isn't. Two things. First of all, do fish have tongues? It's just occurred to me.
Fish have tongues, yes, and teeth.
And teeth. Okay. If the trout had developed some kind of natural optical system similar to sunglasses, would it be more difficult to catch them?
Trout have got optical vision, and they can see behind as well as forward.
But have they got sunglasses?
No, they don't wear sunglasses.
No, I know they don't wear sunglasses. No, but do they have some kind of naturally occurring mechanism which imitates the alleged effect of sunglasses?
I should say yes.
You should say yes.
Yes.
You should, shouldn't you?
Yes.
And so you will. And that's how we form our opinions. Free call 0500 1053 89. I'm Tommy Boyd. This is Talk Radio. There's a good argument for listening.
389.
Dr. Mack has called from Leeds. You're on Talk Radio, Dr. Mack. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Tommy.
Sir.
How are you this bright, sunny, hot afternoon?
Well, you're a doctor. You should know better than me.
Well, I'm not a specialist in these. I'm a GP, so I'm not a complete specialist. But I have some concern about your programme, actually. I would have thought, for balance, you really should have had an ophthalmic optician and a skin specialist, a dermatologist, to talk on the subject. No, so you think I'm might be slightly more informed than you, and I would hold my hands up and say, no, I'm not sufficiently informed to give an opinion, but you think you are.
Yeah, I do.
I think you're a dangerous person, and I think this is a dangerous programme, sir. Good afternoon.
Oh, you're not going, are you? What a plonker. Look at that. That's the medical profession. That's what they're like. They know more than I do. They know more than you do. Now, is there any living soul, animal, mineral or vegetable in Britain that has not been thoroughly bombarded with the scare stories about the sun over the last 10 years? He thinks that you can't read. He thinks that you can't take in everything that's on the radio, everything that's on the television. He thinks that what you need is yet again another expert who's going to tell you more things that you should be frightened about so that you never get a good night's sleep as long as you live. That's what he thinks. And he pretends he's concerned about you because you're stupid, whereas what he's really concerned about, what you're really concerned about, Dr. Mack, a GP who wouldn't give his real name from Leeds and who jumped the queue because it was hoped that he'd be able to construct a reasonably sensible argument. What he's really concerned about, and it frightens the living daylights out of him, is that we don't think he's an expert, and we don't. We don't think any GP is worth the time of day. We go to the GP because we'll get a note. That's it. End of story. The only reason. And we know that, and they know that, and that's why they won't see us until Thursday. Free call 0500 10 53 89. Gary calls from Stourbridge. You're on Talk Radio. Gary, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tom. How you doing, mate?
I'm all right. I wish the doctor had stayed, but I expect he's very busy.
I've got a good one for you, actually. I'm actually stuck on the car park in Mary Hill at the moment. Not stuck, just parked up having a sunbathe. And without my sunglasses, I can't read a number plate, which is about 100 yards from here. Bung the sunglasses on and I can read it perfectly, looking directly into the sun.
Now, when have you ever needed to do that?
When I'm driving along.
You need to read number plates?
Not particularly, but I do like to see oncoming traffic.
Well, you can see oncoming traffic without knowing what its registration number is, Gary.
True, but
very true.
Blinding you late in the day.
True. Yes.
It's really imperative you wear a pair of sunglasses, I think.
It is not imperative that you wear a pair of sunglasses. I refer you back to an earlier argument, Gary. Creatures on this planet have survived spectacularly well for millions of years in the bright sunlight. Their need, in the wild, is even greater than yours parked up sunbathing in Mary Hill car park. And here they are to prove that you don't need sunglasses, even if your life depends on it.
Indeed, I'll go with you on that one, Tom.
Yeah.
I will, unfortunately.
You know the thing about registration numbers?
Yes.
You know the only reason they're there is if the car robs a bank? Basically.
Or cuts you up, or runs into the back of you, or into the front of you.
Yeah, that's the only reason they're there, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. If a car's speeding away from you at 90 miles an hour, have you really got long enough to notice that registration plate and memorise it?
Not unless you accelerate to about 110.
Exactly. I think that they should have names of either animals or human beings on the car, underneath the bumper, only at the back. Don't laugh at me, man. All right, let's try an experiment, okay?
Can I have a hippo, please?
Let's try an experiment, okay? I'm going to say two sets of things to you, all right?
Yep.
LSF 1093, okay? Or Aardvark Trevor Daffodil. Now, can you remember the first one?
No.
Can you remember the second one?
Aardvark Trevor Daffodil, or something like
that. You see? And you don't need a licence plate on the front of a car. Why? Because getaway cars are never coming towards you. Only on the back, like motorbikes. Well, I think we pretty much put the world to rights today, but we'll go up to 4 o'clock, if only because it's polite. Michael calls from Oxfordshire. You're on Talk Radio. Michael, good afternoon.
Yeah. Hi there, Tommy.
Hello,
I'd like to defeat your argument, if I may, that wearing sunglasses has changed my life. I'm a guide dog owner. I'm not a wounded aardvark, but or whatever. But when I first had a dog, because my eyes are open and they look very normal, people thought I was training the dog. So I had no help from the public, you know. Then I soon realised that by wearing dark glasses, I fitted the stereotype of a blind person with a guide dog, and I got so much help with crossing roads and things. Yeah, what do you think about that?
Well, several things, really. First of all, I suppose blind people who wear sunglasses so that other people can't see their eyes.
Yes.
Must feel a bit cross sometimes about people who wear sunglasses who aren't blind.
Yes.
Yes. So you're really speaking, broadly speaking, since you use it as a tool to ease your disability, if that's how you regard it, you should be rather cross with sunglasses wearers.
Yes, I am. I'm
Nice.
also across with people who have the laser treatment to enable them to stop wearing ordinary glasses.
I'll have to stop you there because that will be another phone-in.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, please never do that. I'll put that on the list. Thank you for your call.
Thank you.
Love to your dog.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Stand by for Peter Dillian, Britain's fastest moving drive time. I look forward to talking with you from 2 tomorrow. I'm Tommy Boyd. This is Talk Radio. There's a good argument for listening.
Don't forget to subscribe and like. Comment too if you wish. Even slap your legs and make a purchase from Ann Summers. But don't do nothing.